the top 5 Evomon in the game right now. Let's get straight into it. Starting off with number 5 is my boy Myrafish right here. As you can see, he's a water type Evomon, a giant whale. He does a ton of damage. Look at his special attack, 360 base. That's really high. He's pretty tanky, and he also has a ton of health. Now, people use this one as a tank because he has of his ultimate. His ultimate heals him basically to full and removes all stat debuffs from him. Not only that, but he has some good abilities to combo with. Now, the first one we're going to go over with is this Vortex and Tsunami Whirl combo. So Tsunami Whirl will deal special damage to the target, and it'll put a stack of soak on them. Whenever any enemy Evomon has soak on them, his ultimate goes down by 1 cost. So instead of 9, it'll be 8. So you can get 2 stacks, it'll go down to 7. It can go lower and lower. So you want to get that stack on the enemy Evomon. Not only that, but whenever the enemy has that stack of soak on them, this also raises this ability's skill power by 40, so it does more damage. These are a good combo with Quicksand. So you get down their defense, and then you stack, do more damage. Your ultimate goes down. You can heal the full as much as you want. It's an insane combo. Not only that, but he has some pure damage abilities. Aqua Rush does a ton of damage. It comes with a negative. Whenever you deal damage to the target, you're going to take 25% of that damage back to you. So it does have like a little negative on it. But it also has this ability, Sandstorm. This is a weather changing ability. You'll see this on some Evomons. They can change the weather. So this one, it deals 6% of max HP damage to all non-ground and all non-rock type at the end of each turn. So you will not take damage from this ability. But any enemy Evomon that are not rock type or ground type will be taking a ton of damage. If you choose to go down that path, you can do that too. So he's got a lot of options. One of my favorite Evomon, and I think number 5 suits him really well. Coming in at number 4 is Clamspire. It's also a water type Evomon. A lot of people are not gonna like this one, but this is it's just one of my personal favorites. I'm gonna show you exactly why. Okay, so the main reason is his abilities, but he also has pretty good defense. He has moderate health and moderate attack, but you're not really worried about his offensive capabilities. As you can see right here, I literally don't have one damage ability equipped. There's no damage staying on any of this. So I have one damage ability equipped. You're probably wondering why, but I'm going to tell you why. So let's go over it real quick. His ultimate is one of the lowest in the entire game. It's only at 6. So it's really, you can cast this a ton of times in a fight. It increases basically just all of your stats, every single one of them. So it's really good. Not only that, but you have another weather changing ability. I use this a lot, the weather changing abilities. I like them. This one just doesn't really affect him too much, but it can, like, if you have a negative ability, your opponent uses a weather changing ability, you can change it back with this. Not only that, but he also has Rest. Now, this ability allows you to heal 20% at the end of each turn. So what I do, I start the battle using Rest, so that when he damages me, I heal for the next 3 turns, and then I'm also using this ability. This is his main ability right here to deal damage. It gives you priority -6, so you're always last to attack whenever you're using this, basically. And that's a good thing because this does like basically double what he does to you. So if he does like 200 damage to you, you're gonna heal for whatever your 20% of your max HP is. So just say maybe 100 or 150. So you're only gonna take like 50 damage, but you're gonna deal double that. You're gonna deal if he does 200 to you, you're gonna deal 400 back almost. It's not exactly double because it's 1.75, but you probably deal about 350 to him. So you're gonna deal a ton of damage right back to him. Now this is really good not only for PvP, because in PvP usually you just switch out Evomons until you have one that's super effective and it one hits you. So as long as they don't one hit you, say they deal 450 of my 500 health, he's gonna get one hit back because I'm gonna deal 900 back. This is also good for bosses. Bosses deal a ton of damage. As long as you don't get one hit, you're going to deal a ton of damage to that boss. There's also other abilities you can use. He has some like Iron Shell, which increases the defense by 8. That's like one of the highest defensive increasing abilities in the entire game. So you can get super tanky. I added this ability to him. It does not come with this. This is 4 burst, so he has poison damage as well. If you want to do that, you can do that. He has some regular like water damage abilities you can go with. It deals physical damage. There's a ton of versatility in this guy, and I like having him in every single one of my lineups. I just gotta get his level up. So we're gonna be working on that later. Coming in at number 3, Pixie here. Now, this is one of my first Evomon I ever got. It's actually the first fully evolved Evomon I ever had. It's very useful for when you're starting the game out and beating the duels, the bosses and stuff like that. He's just incredibly useful. Let's go over his abilities and his stats. So, sorry, that's the wrong thing. Here we are. He has Okay, so he has damage over time abilities, but his stats, he doesn't have very good defense. You're not going to use him for how tanky he is. He has very good attack and special attack, so you're going to use him for his damage. Now, his abilities, let's go over the main one. This is damage over time ability that I was talking about. You're going to stack this up to 20 times if you want. It's just going to deal a ton of damage each turn, and it decays by 1 each turn. So just stack this. This ability right here stacks it 5 times by itself. So that's really good. His ultimate, it deals special damage, and it also increases your crit by 50% for the next 2 turns. So use this as soon as you get it. This just empowers your other abilities. You're going to be making critical hits a lot more. I use Flamethrower, because it stacks with burn. The more burn stacks you have, you get more skill power in this. So if you have 20 stacks, you'll get a ton of damage from this. So that's really, it just deals high damage if you get the burn stacks out. Not only that, but Meltdown is one of the most important skills I think he has. I don't know if a lot of people use this, but I do. It removes any status conditions. So if somebody tries to use poison on you, they try to I don't know, they try to use a sleep ability or anything like that. As long as you use this beforehand, for the next 2 turns, you're going to be immune to it. So this makes you immune to basically all status effects like sleep, burn, poison, freeze, stuff like that. Anything like that, this is going to make you immune to it for the next 2 turns. So this is really good to use. But he does have some other abilities. He has Restore, which will just remove all stat debuffs. You can just use that anytime you want. Fireball Blast, which is just a basic damage spell. He has some normal attacks, but I don't see the point of using those. He has this, which increases your special attack by 5 even more, and then Speed Rush. So he has some good damage abilities. I would recommend using these because these 2 combo together, and this one removes status effects from your Evomon, so you can't get slept or anything like that. So I recommend using this, but you can use whatever you want. Anyways, this is number 3 in Pixie. Really easy to get, really easy to evolve. Coming in at number 2, oops, my bad, Wispex. So this is one of my favorite Evomon of all time. As you can see, it's a level 150 right now. It's the max I can have it. So this one, it does damage over time like the fire Evomon I shown before, but this one does poison. Now, the first ability you can use is literally named Poison. It's going to stack 5 stacks of poison on the enemy, and this deals actually more damage than the burn ability. This one does 2%, the other one did 1.5%, but it's actually, there is no but. It does 20 stacks. I thought it was 15 stacks, so it does more than burn. 20 stacks you can have a poison at one time, and it'll decay 1 stack at a turn. Every turn, just like burn, but it just does more damage, 2%. So it does 0.5% more damage than burn. Now his abilities are really good to combo with this. So you can use Venom Burst, which is going to get +5 power per stack of poison. Just depends if you want to use that one or Deadly Toxin. So you can, if you get 20 stacks, you can really boost up the damage with this one. Now, if you don't see yourself getting a lot of stacks, I would use Deadly Toxin instead, because you only need 1 stack for this to work, and it deals +40 power if he has poison on the Evomon. So if you use poison, and then use this, it's going to just give it +40 power. It only needs 1 stack. Now, there's also an ability called Poison Gas. Now, this one, it just deals damage to every single Evomon. So if you're facing multiple Evomon at once, sometimes you do that in duels and stuff like that. So this is going to deal damage just to every Evomon around you. So that's really good as well. Now, he also has Psychic abilities. I don't usually use the Psychic abilities too much, but they can be very, very strong. So, Hallucination, what this does is stack psi marks on the enemy, and then whenever you deal non-psychic damage, it's gonna deal some extra damage, 2.5% max HP. So you can have 15 stacks of it, and it's like after damage after you deal anything that's non-psychic damage. So you can use a poison ability, you can use normal ability, whatever, and both of those will deal extra damage after you deal your normal damage. So that's really good. Now he also has Psychic Cast, but it deals damage. It does +40 power to enemies with the psi mark on it, but it won't deal the extra damage because it is a psychic ability. So it's not really a good combo to use both of these together, even though it says it does +40, power. So I'm not really sure if you would want to use this one, but it's up to you. So the ult is going to deal bonus damage +10 power per stack of poison. So if you get 20 stacks of poison, this is just going to deal a ton of damage. It's +10 power per stack. So it's really, really good to combo this Evomon. Not only that, but it's what it's strong and weak against, I find really effective. They're all going to be strong or weak against something, but this one is only weak against by ground, I don't even know what that is in Steel. No, nobody really uses these Evomon. I think there's only 2 or 3 ground type in the game. So, and then there's Steel, which I don't know how many Steel. I've only ever seen Tinkog with the Steel. I'm sure there's another one I'm not thinking of, but not a lot of people use these, so he's not really weak to much. And he's super effective against Leaf. So I like to go to the strongest Leaf area and just one hit him. He'll one hit Leaf Evomon. Really strong. Also, he's strong against Dragon, which you don't see too often, and Flying. So I really like what he's weak and strong against. That's why he's at level 150, because I just grinded it. Coming in at number 1, the most OP Evomon in the game right now, the strongest, I believe, is Thor Lord, Lord of the Thords. Now, why? You're probably wondering. If you go look at his stats, there's nothing really impressive about it. This is triple S, by the way, and he's moderate health, moderate special attack, low defense, not even that good. He is overall moderate, not good at anything. But if you look at his abilities, the combos are insane. So you can literally beat any boss in the game with this Evomon. You can solo the final boss with this Evomon. Archapex, you can solo him with him. It's insane. So let's go over why his combo is so strong. So I've been using this one. Rally increases the special attack and speed by 5. So you can do this. I believe it's up to plus 300%. So you can do this a lot. And it obviously increases your attack. But not only that, but if you use it alongside Quicksand, it'll lower the target's defense by 2 stages each turn for 3 turns. Now you can stack Quicksand an unlimited number of times, so you can just keep stacking this, lowering his defense and increasing your attack, just spamming these two. Now how are you going to stay alive, you're wondering? Well, this one right here, this ability actually heals you by 8% at the end of each turn, and you can stack this up to 10 times. So if you stack it 10 times, you're healing 80% every single turn, so you'll never die with this guy. You can just keep healing him away after every time the enemy Evomon hits you. So that's really good. This is a perfect combo. And then his ultimate gets sorry, +1 priority. Be attacking first with this every time, and it's just deals a ton of damage. Alongside, whenever you boost your attack and lower their defense, this gets raised so high into like 2,000 range. So it's insane. Not only that, but he has some other abilities that are interesting, like this one. I haven't seen this on any other Evomon, so I'm not sure who gets this one, but it's really good. Lowers the target's accuracy by 2. So you can just make it so he can't hit you. I used it 3 times, and the enemy Evomon just literally can't hit you anymore for the rest of the game. So it's a really good one as well, Smoke Cover. Exposed lowers the target's defense by 5, which is, really, really good. You can use this a few times, and he's going to be really, really weak. Energy Absorb just heals you for 20% and gives you 1 ultimate. And his abilities seem overpowered, all of them. And it gives you 1 ultimate energy. Earthquake is just dealing damage to every single target around you. Insane. Wrap Assault is a leaf type ability, and it just deals physical damage. Now Earth Pulse, this is a really good one too. It doubles the skill power of the next ground type move. So if you're using Quicksand or whatever, it's a ground type, it's going to double the skill power of it, and it's going to be increased by your rally, by the way, and also whenever you lower the defense. So this gets really high too. This can get up to like 700, and use Earth Pulse, it'll double it. So you'll be doing just a ton of damage. This is the most overpowered Evomon in the entire game for sure. I need a shiny version of him. I don't have one.